Hello, everybody. I want to talk about what people call gender, male, female, whatever the case may be. If we look at an ultrasound of an unborn child, the doctor can say, well, you're having a boy or you're having a girl. And then people say, oh, great, or oh my goodness, or maybe you're having two or three, like my aunt and uncle. They had triplets, two boys, one girl. And they knew before these individuals came out of my aunt through cesarean section that I think she had a C section. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, she knew before she gave birth of what she was having, and a lot of people like to know, and some people say let's make it so it's a surprise. And then they're like, oh great. So you know through an ultrasound if you're having a male female according to their reproductive organs for the most part, unless the child is born hermaphrodite, then they have male female combined. But through also blood tests, etc., chromosomes. So if we know through ultrasound whether you're biologically male or female, I don't know why we can't encourage folks to celebrate whether they are man or woman, boy, girl, male, female, etc. I don't know. Even if you are a man and you claim you feel like you're a woman and you have surgery and you go through hormones, etc., the inside does not change. I have not heard of one male to female transition that included that man's body being able to hold fallopian tubes, cervix, ovaries, anything that creates in that ultrasound the ability to distinguish. There is no amount of surgery. You cannot take female parts and put them into a man, and you can't take male parts and put them into a woman. We are not biologically designed to handle that type of surgical procedure, or who knows? I don't know if it's happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. But even if you change the outside, let's just say I decide I want to go in for surgery or get Botox, etc., or I'm not happy with the size of my boobs and I say, I'm going to go up a size. That's fine, but you realize that only lasts for so long, and after a number of years you have to replace implants because they break down in the body. Even if I have fat removed from my stomach, I can do it. But even if I have Botox, the thing is you can do it in quick fix. But we all know, unless you change your lifestyle, it's not going to take. Even if I have wrinkles and I get taken care of these wrinkles or whatever, I'll still get more wrinkles. So what do I do? Do I accept and celebrate the body that I was given, or do I continue to modify? But even if I modified, it doesn't make it so. You can wear a costume. I can dress as a nurse, and granted, I was a medic in the Army, but I don't have my degree to become a registered nurse. I don't. I could perform procedures based on my experience. According to my experience, if I watched enough YouTube videos and practiced on different cadavers, I could possibly perform some kind of a surgery. Doesn't make me a surgeon, though. I mean, anyone can wear a costume. I mean, there's just so many things we can do. But wearing a costume doesn't make a kid a firefighter or a vampire. It just doesn't happen. And that's why I feel it's very important to allow children the opportunity to be children. If you want, I ran a daycare. We had a little box with dress-up clothes, the costumes and things like that. And I'd say, pick out whatever you want. And I had the boas, the feather boas, and the boys would put the boas on, and maybe a kid would slide a dress on, and it just for fun. They had fun. But when all was said and done, if dress up was done, it's time to go home. So whether you agree with me or not, that's fine. All I know is that I think it's time to get back to simpler things. Allow your children to be children. If to a kid, be a kid, take them to Toys R Us. I'd say that, but Toys R Us is no longer open. So anyways, whatever you are, whatever reproductive organs you have, is what you are. It doesn't matter as you grow as a man, you'll never know what it feels like to be a woman. It never will. Even if you transform the outside, the inside will tell the truth. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say, and I'll be back.